Good morning and welcome. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. This reading is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. We're going to take a look at current situation, influences around that. This is a monthly reading, general topic, no specific life area. And let's get started. This is for November, beginning of November into the beginning of December. I can't believe the year is just flying by. I can't believe how fast time is. Okay, what do we got going on, Scorpio? I am using the Somnia tarot today, the illustrated edition for the reading and the original photograph edition if clarifiers are needed. So let's get started. What do our Scorpios need to know? What do they need to know today? This month. Current situation, Ace of Cups, past influence, Judgment, present influence, Three of Wands, negative, King of Pentacles, positive, Nine of Wands, what you don't see, Temperance, what to look for, Emperor, unexpected, Six of Swords, challenge, Six of Pentacles, future influence, Nine of Swords, outcome, Knight of Pentacles, and where does this lead? Three of Pentacles, Tower, Seven of Pentacles, advice. Ace of Swords is your advice. King of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. I'm going to look at the cards for a second here, get an overall perspective. I definitely feel like being with the Ace of Cups in the current situation and having a court card come at the bottom of the deck, I do feel like it could be about somebody. This could be a fire sign. It doesn't have to be a male, but it's definitely someone that has, and it's not necessarily a fire sign, maybe someone with a lot of fire in their chart, but someone that has a lot of energy and is very motivated, maybe very passionate. This could also be about passion in general for some of you. So keep that open mind because that's what the energy of the king is. He's very passionate. He's a doer. He makes things happen. And when I say makes things happen, he doesn't think too long about something. A wand type personality is someone who goes, okay, this is what I want. They have a general idea. The more mature, being the king, is a little bit more mature, so they're going to go, okay, and then move forward and get shit done, get stuff done. So that's what they're doing. Okay, so that's what this reading is overall about. So Ace of Cups is this feeling for you. This is the current situation. Now, this could be a new love, and for some of you, but this is the now. So think of what's in your life now. But whatever this is, it's new feeling. And it could be like literally just I feel like there's a part of you that kind of feels like you're overflowing, like you feel good. There's something happening in your life right now that's making you feel renewed. Again, it comes from something in the past. The Judgment card is in the past, and that's all about renewal and rejuvenation. It's also, rebirth, all of those things. But they're it kind of like that phoenix where you just feel really good. And then with this Ace of Cups, this well is overflowing. And that's the feeling I'm getting. It's like you're just like, you feel really good, which is really nice. Tell me more about the Judgment card in the past, please. We'll clarify that Judgment card. What is this renewal? I'm not going to focus too much actually on the Ace of Cups because for those of you, it's current situation, you probably know what I'm talking about here. Judgment is Eight of Swords, Queen of Wands, Seven of Cups. So, yeah, the Judgment is, I feel like you've realized that you've had choices, Seven of Cups here, but you're coming out of a very stuck place. So, in the past, the Judgment is about coming out of this feeling stuck and kind of pulled down. And I think there's some kind of excitement or passion that made you realize that you have choices and that it's up to you. And then leading to that, overall feeling of rejuvenation that's leading to you're feeling good. You're feeling really good. The present influences the Three of Wands. You're seeing everything come together. You may not have everything in your hands right now, but you're seeing the vision. The Three of Wands is about the ships coming in. You can see them. They're not there quite yet, but I feel like that's what's making you feel so good, is that you really see whatever you're doing or whatever's happening around you right now is paying off. And you're seeing the dividends of this renewal and this getting out of this stuck feeling that you've been in. The King of Pentacles is in your negative. I'm going to clarify that one too. I want to see more about this King of Pentacles. Tell me about the King of Pentacles in the negative. Oh. Tell me about this King. Tell me about the King. I feel like there is a part of you, this could be someone maybe that you had a conversation with that things did not go well. And I feel like this, because it's a negative, I feel like that Knight of Wands keeps kind of going back to that. So there's a part of you that says, well, this was a good situation. It feels almost like a relationship or a partnership of some sort, someone that's important to you. But it also wasn't good. Like there's a feeling of you keep reliving, you keep handling a situation the same way over and over again. And instead of taking a new perspective or doing something different, this is the redo on that. Like you keep doing it the same. And that's kind of this energy of this king, and I feel like it could be someone, keeps drawing you backwards, kind of pulls you backwards because you're not doing anything different to change the relationship. Again, this could be love, but it could be something else. So it kind of gets in the way. Even though right now you're feeling really good, you know that you may need to attack this differently. And even though it's not, I don't think the person is negative. I think it's the way the relationship keeps kind of doing the same thing. And it needs to be different. The Nine of Wands is in your strength. And I feel like, well, that's saying that you have the will to keep moving forward, to keep going in the direction you want to go in. The Nine of Wands is all about kind of being tired, reaching almost the end of something, but that's the hardest part, right? When we're coming right to the end and I can see, but I'm tired. I don't know. And I feel like that's but the positive is you got this, because this Knight of Wands overcomes. He may be tired, but he's not done. He may be taking a break, and that's okay to take a break. But I do feel like you've got this will in you to keep moving forward and to keep going. The Temperance is in what we don't see. And this Temperance to me is all about, well, part of what the way I see the Temperance is putting fire and water together. It's about emotional balance. And when we put our passions with our love, then things can really be magic. Sometimes it's really hard to put that together because water and fire don't necessarily go together. Tell me more about this Temperance card, please. Tell me more. Hermit, Death, and King of Cups. What you don't realize, I feel like, there has been a search. This could be about someone for sure. I'll show you the cards in a second. I feel like the Hermit, the search with the Death. So the Hermit actually is facing the other way. And then the death is facing to the future and facing the King of Cups, which I feel like is what you don't realize is happening is, so this position is usually about someone else. It could be a group of people, but it's your environment, not necessarily you. Or if it's someone, like if it's a lover or something, or a friend even, this is that's happening with them. That they've been kind of in a hermit situation on a search for something. And to me, I feel like what this temperance is saying, that they're realizing, and they're looking at you like they're realizing, no, this is what I want, is the King of Cups. I feel like that could be a sign of you, Scorpio. I mean, I don't know if it's the exact Scorpio. I don't do that, but it is a cup energy, so the water. But then the death is the change, is the growth that's happening here. Now, this could be you growing and that you don't realize that you are taking all of this in, but I do feel like it could be someone else that all of a sudden realizes that they could put both together. They can put the passion with the love and, make a really great thing. What to look for is the Emperor. Now, I find this really interesting because we had the clarifier of the King of Cups and we have the King of Wands over here. So I feel like this is Emperor, which is like a Aries, would be a fire, control, lot of energy. But I feel like this is about, now this could be, again, if this is love, this is someone that has a lot of control, has a lot of control probably over the relationship to some degree or another. Or it is, I feel like this is a positive Emperor. And I don't always get that way with the Emperor. Sometimes the Emperor can be not very nice. But I feel like this is watch for somebody. But it's also remember the control you have over the situation. Any situation you're in, you have some kind of control over it. And I feel like that's what this is saying here, is to look for that. It is, in some cases, look for somebody that has this kind of energy. I do like it overall, because I feel like you're still going to be going through some hard times. I'm not going to lie. There is some things happening here that's not going to be super easy. But I would stay in that like if you're feeling full and feeling really good, try to really hold on to that. But I do, yeah, and that could be that too, is look for that control. The Six of Swords comes in unexpectedly. There is a feeling here, and I'm going to clarify this guy too, because I feel like without any clarifiers that it's an unexpected move towards something even better. And, when you have the Six of Swords, because I don't feel like you're in a rocky place because of that Ace of Cups in your current situation. You feel good, but this tells me that there's something better. Like there's definitely something better here. Tell me more about the Six of Swords, please. Tell me more about the Six of Swords. The World, back to those Seven of Cups and Six of Wands. And then we have the Six of Pentacles as our challenge. I mean, the World is a successful ending. Seven of Cups is about your choices. I feel like you are moving towards, unexpectedly, you are going to see that your choices are paying off. Six of Wands, that, things that you have done, that there's been successes, absolutely. And even if it feels like something may have come to an end, or I think it's not an end, it's a pivotal moment where you reach a goal, and the Seven of Cups remind you that when you do spend that time to reach those goals, that you have choices. And I feel like the Six of Wands is those choices paying off for you. And that's where that's the unexpected part, is that you didn't realize that you are going into even a better place and that you are going to be recognized for that. It's almost like you're in the limelight, whether you want to be or not, whether it's with one person or a group, it could be. The Six of Pentacles is in your challenge. There is going to be still a challenge about keeping things equal in a situation with give and take. I feel like that could be something that needs to be worked on. I don't know that this is a challenge that you can yourself overcome, because it may be the other person or the other party or the other group that you feel like you may be giving more. I mean, and that actually could be the other way around, where you know you need to give more. If you know you need to give more, then that's easy enough. You can control that. But if it's, you feel like the only way you can control by overgiving is to give less, but that can be hard to do if you're a giving person. So I never tell someone, like, I never use advice of do something that's uncomfortable, because if that's who you are in your heart, then keep doing that. Now, if you're doing it to intentionally keep something together and you're not comfortable with it, then that's something different. Like you feel like you're giving and you're like, well, wait a minute, why am I doing this? Am I doing this because I want to give truly, or am I doing this to get something out of it? And I think that's something just to look at. Um, Take a look at that. Your future influence is the Nine of Swords. You're going to have a little bit of stress coming in here. However, I feel like the stress is completely due to the fact the Knight of Pentacles is definitely forward movement. It's a positive card. The hard part about the Knight of Pentacles is it moves so slow that it's, the challenge is the patience. And if you're really wanting something to happen, that can cause stress while you're waiting for something to happen. And it feels like that's kind of what's happening here. So I do feel like overall there's something that's making you feel really good, but to continue this situation, there's also something that's hard. And having that Knight of Pentacles or the King of Pentacles in the negative and the Knight of Pentacles in the outcome, there's also a very big feeling of slowness here. Probably due to someone else, not you. Like you're excited with this Ace of Cups, but they may be just kind of moseying along. I do, however, like the Temperance and what you don't see. Where does this all lead? It leads to the Three of Pentacles, which to me is good. Like you will feel like if it's a person, you'll feel like you belong together. If it's work or something, that's good too, because the Three of Pentacles is about working with peers that, you know, you enhance each other, you bring out the best in each other. And then the Tower after that, I'm going to clarify the Tower. It does then lead to the Seven of Pentacles, which is this Tower moment leads to the Seven of Pentacles. So this Tower, this change, this shift in the situation energy leads to the decision of whether this is worth it or not. And that's the Seven of Pentacles. But let's see if we can get some clarifying on what this Tower is, what kind of change it is. What is this Tower? Two of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, Ace of Cups. Ace of Pentacles, sorry. This Tower leads to a discovery. With the Three of Pentacles, and then this is clarified with the Two of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, you've been trying to balance something out here. I think this is just life in general, the Two of Pentacles, like balancing work, home, love, all of it. With the Nine of Wands, getting, you know, the Nine of Wands we talked about up here, and you're positive, you're at a point where this is really hard. And what happens, this Ace of Pentacles is the shift, a new opportunity. I mean, it could be money, but it feels to me like a new opportunity, but more importantly, a new discovery. So the cards aren't being exactly clear on what the Tower is exactly, but it is a new discovery of, which is a new opportunity as well, but it's more than that. This is you making a discovery. And that discovery, whatever you learn, which has to do with that, the balance and the work you're putting in. So I think this is the key to, is this worth it or not? And then you will decide which way to go with the Seven of Pentacles here after the Tower, because the Tower is all about, I mean, the Seven of Pentacles is all about all the time I've put in. Is this worth it? I am not going to pull any more cards to say, yes, this is worth it. Yes, it's not worth it, because we go too far out and then things start getting, changing, and we all have free will. So those things change. But I do feel like in not too long, even though the change happens, the change isn't necessarily negative, but I feel like it leads to you making a decision, which will be, the discovery is the Tower. So you discover something that leads to you deciding whether this is worth it or not. Oh, is this going to be worth it, or is it not going to be worth it? And then I feel like into December, I'm sure you'll know. And the Ace of Swords is in your advice. I feel like this is just a really simple piece of advice: is be very clear. Be clear on what you need, what you want. Articulate to somebody, communicate, but communicate clearly, be honest. And I feel like if you do that, there won't be surprises as much, because you've done your due diligence by being honest and being clear on what you need or you want, or how you feel, or whatever those things are. Because the Ace of Swords is all about being clear. It can be about ideas, but I feel like in advice, it's about being clear. And I think that's really important. Is there anything else our Scorpios need to know? Eight of Swords, Knight of Wands, and the Star. Even if you're feeling stuck, don't focus on that. If I feel like the Eight of Swords with the Knight of Wands is, kind of the energy of, I feel like this is you realizing, I feel like the Knight of Wands is you realizing, no, I'm not stuck. I can reach my highest goals, dreams, if I just do the work. And the Star is, understanding our hopes and dreams and wishes, and then moving towards those. But, the realization of why we feel stuck, why we are feeling like we can't get out of something or can't move forward. But I feel like the Knight of Wands is good energy, because it is about that passion moving. And I feel like you're moving towards your dreams. You're taking the initiative to do so. And all of our dreams are different, right? We're doing a collective reading here, so they're all different. But I do feel like you are going to reach that. And I like having the Star at the very end, because the Star at the end of any reading to me is, if nothing else, know that you're being guided. And the Star is a guide. So there you have it. I hope you liked your reading, Scorpio. Let me know. Take care. Have a beautiful day.